Hi everyone, I'm Teacher Tan. Welcome to this lesson. In this video, I will introduce the past continuous tense. The past continuous tense is very important. So, let's understand when to use it and how to form it. Are you ready? Let's get started. Part 1. When to use the past continuous tense. Let's look at this situation. Yesterday, Tom played piano. He began at 2 p.m. and finished at 4 p.m. So, at 3 p.m. he was playing piano. He was playing means that he was in the middle of playing. He had not finished playing. So, when to use the past continuous tense? We use past continuous to describe an action that was in progress. Okay, that was still going on at a certain time in the past. The action or situation had already started before this time, but had not finished. Let's take a look at this example here with our timeline. So, let's say this is our timeline. Okay, this is now. It is 9 p.m. Okay, and let's say that in the past, before this time, you were working. Let's say at 9 a.m. you started work. So you could say, I started working at 9 a.m. Okay, I started is past simple. And then I finished working at 5 p.m. Again, that is past simple. But if you want to talk about this period from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., then you would say, I was working from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And this I was working is the past continuous. Alright? Remember, when we use past continuous, we are talking about something that continued during a period in the past. Okay? One more example. Okay, if someone asks, what were you doing at 9 p.m. last night? You say, I was watching a movie at 9 p.m. last night. Okay, the movie started at 8 p.m. and end at 10 p.m. So remember, when we use past continuous, we are talking about something that continued during a period in the past, right? Part 2. Let's look at the structure of the past continuous tense. What is the form of the past continuous? We use the past tense of the verb to be, so either was or were. Then, the best form of the verb plus ing, okay, which is our present participle. For example, was playing, were playing, are past continuous. To form past continuous tense in positive sentence, we take subject plus was or were plus verb and then plus ing. So, for the singular subject, I, he, she, it, or the boy, we would say was playing. For example, he was playing. For the plural subject, we, you, they, or the boys, we have to change the verb to be, so we say were playing. For example, they were playing. Now, let's talk about the negative form of the past continuous tense. In negative sentence, it is very easy. We are just adding not before the verb ing. So, for the singular subject, I, he, she, it, or the boy, we would say was not playing. For example, he was not playing. And we can use a contraction and say he wasn't playing. Okay, for the plural subjects, we, you, they, or the boys, we have to change the verb to be. So we say were not playing. For example, they were not playing. Okay, or the boys were not playing. Again, we can use a contraction and say they weren't playing. Let's talk about how to form be verb questions for the past continuous tense. Again, we use a past simple form of the verb to be, was or were, plus subject, and then the base form of the verb plus ing. We just need to change the position of the subject and was or were to form a question in past continuous. So, for the singular subject, I, he, she, it, or the boy, we use was. For example, was he playing? Or was the boy playing? Then you could answer, yes, he was, if it is a positive answer. Or, no, he wasn't. For the plural forms, we do the same, but we use were. For example, were they playing? Or were the boys playing? Yes, they were, if it is a positive answer. Or no, they weren't. Okay, now let's look at some of the spelling changes we need to make in the main verb when using this tense. So, for most verbs, all we have to do is to add ing. For example, go becomes going, draw, drawing, fix, fixing, play becomes playing. With some verbs, we have to do something a little bit different. For example, for verbs ending in E, okay, we have to drop, we have to omit the E and then add ing. For example, come becomes coming. Give becomes giving without the E. Alright? Make becomes making. Use, using. Okay, next, for verbs ending in IE, we have to omit the IE and add Y and then ING. For example, die, dying. Lie becomes lying. And then tie becomes tying. Vi, drop the IE, then we add Y and ING, vying. Alright? We also need to pay attention to verbs that have one syllable and end in a consonant except W, X, or Y, preceded by a vowel. A vowel is A, E, I, or U, and consonant is every other letter. We have to double the last letter, okay, the final consonant, and then add ing. For example, plan becomes planning. Get becomes getting. Sit, sitting. And then stop stopping. What else? Run becomes running. Part 3, exercise 1 and 2. Exercise 1. Write complete questions and answers. Okay, there are 6 questions here. Look at this example. He ski, I skate. Okay, the subject here is he. So we use was. Was he skiing? For the answer, all we had to do was take was from the question and use it in our answer. So, no, he wasn't. Just take the answer from the question itself, okay? And he was doing something else. What was he doing? He was ice skating. Remember, when we have a verb which is like this, ice skate, it ends with an E. We need to cancel the E before we add ing. Alright? Let's take another example. Okay, they swim in the sea. The subject is they. So, we use were. Were they swimming in the sea? Were they swimming in the sea? Swim is a verb that ends with a consonant, preceded by a vowel. So, we have to double the last letter M before we add ing. And then, take your answer from here. Were. So, no, they weren't. They were swimming in a pool. Okay? Try to do the rest of the questions. Exercise 2. Complete Tom's email with the past continuous form of the verbs in brackets. Hi, Emma. Something really strange happened to me today. Okay, the subject is I. So we use was, then verb plus ing. So I was walking home from school and suddenly lots of apples started falling out of the sky. I couldn't believe it. Okay, number 2, it is a singular subject. Again, we use was. And we just need to add ing to the verb. Okay, so it was raining. It was raining apples. Okay, number 3 is a question form. The subject is they. So we use were, then come, we cancel the E and plus ing. So number 3 is where were they coming from? Where were they coming from? I went home and told my mom and brother, but they said number 4 is the negative form. Okay, I wasn't telling the truth. However, that evening, my mom and dad. Okay, remember, for plural forms, we use were as our helping verb. My mom and dad were watching the news on TV and they heard the story. Nobody knows why the apples fell out of the sky, but they did. Number 6 again, it is a negative form. I wasn't lying. Remember, we have to drop the IE before we add ing. Right? See you soon, Tom. That's all for our lesson today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video if you have enjoyed this content. Bye!